Welcome to the show. We're laughing right now because I didn't hit record. So we literally just did our intro, but I didn't hit record. But now here we are, the official round 2. My name is Hannah. Welcome to the show. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel where all the inspiration is at. Dom, you would say it's inspirational, right? You've been watching?
Oh, yeah,
right?
Definitely. You better subscribe. Definitely.
So, Dom, I'm really excited. Do you want to explain to everyone how I know you?
Yes. So, Hannah, well, I call her Coach Hannah because she was my basketball coach for my senior year. And she was also a mentor for me for like a few months of my life. Well, not just a few months, till now too, definitely. But yeah, we got really close, and so I just love her a lot.
And the first round of recording, you mentioned the first day of practice.
Oh yeah.
You puked.
That was really the highlight of the entire season, I think.
I could not believe this. I thought she's never gonna come back. I was like, oh my gosh, because I came in your senior year of basketball, and that's quite scary because it's your senior year, you want it to go well, and all of a sudden you have a new coach, and then you run a 13. If you know, you know.
That's so funny. It's okay. I ate pizza right before practice. It wasn't like I just like threw up because of nerves or anything. It was a bunch of bad decisions, bad food before practice.
I felt so bad. I was like, she's gonna go home to her mom, and her mom's gonna call me that night, and like, you made my girl, whatever. Anyways, but it's good because
It was so funny.
I absolutely fell in love with you and who you are as a leader. You are a captain for our team. Your character, you are just, and you're so vulnerable. And you're honest, and you were able to open up to me in ways, and you inspired me. So,
oh my gosh, thanks, Coach.
Icebreaker question though, what is your favorite movie?
So, I don't have a specific favorite movie just because I love so many movies, and I even have like a list on my phone of every single movie I've ever loved. So, like, no, seriously. And like, oh my gosh, it's really hard. I think my like top 2 are Little Women. Have you seen that? The 2019?
The new one?
Yes.
What was that
Timothy
actor?
Chalamet.
He's hot.
Oh my gosh.
He's so cute.
Okay, love him.
Yeah.
Love Little Women. And I think my number 2 is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I love that movie.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one.
I love that movie so much.
Bueller. That's funny.
So good.
That's really good. My favorite movie, it's so cheesy.
That's okay.
Well, I don't know if it's cheesy or not, but Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
That one's so good.
That is my favorite movie. I would watch that every single day and not get bored.
That's a good movie. That's a good choice. That's like a solid choice.
Yes.
That's a good movie.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love that movie.
So, you were a senior when I first met you, and now this year, or this last fall, you were now a freshman in college.
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
I mean, not how I expected, definitely, but overall, I think it's been going pretty well because I've tried to like make the best of it and stuff like that because I don't really like to wallow in like sadness or like self-pity and stuff like that. Just that's not really my personality. And so yeah, I've been really trying to like not view this situation as, oh, I'm stuck here because my college decided to go remote for the semester, but I'm just really trying to make the most of it while I've been here. So yeah, so going back, let's go back to your senior year. 2020 hit. We were able to finish out our season, thankfully. Yeah.
And then you girls went on spring break, and that's when everything really started to get a little bit scary. I got an email from my AD, and he said, hey, you better come in and get your check because we don't know when the school's going to reopen. And I thought to myself, there's no way that schools are going to close for longer than 2 weeks of spring break. You thought the same thing.
Oh yeah, I feel like everyone was like, oh, this is gonna be a nice like 2-week break, and then everyone's gonna go back to work in like the middle of April.
Right.
Everyone's gonna go back to school. It's gonna be so great. And now I feel like we're all looking back like we were so naive, you know? So.
But we didn't know.
Exactly.
We didn't understand the extent of it, and we didn't know how truly the government was gonna handle COVID and the school system. So March hits, you guys go on spring break, and then you literally never return.
Yep. I still remember my last day of school. It was March 13th, and it was a half day. And I actually was getting my hair dyed that day. It was like such a normal day. And I remember I made a TikTok with like my principal and one of my teachers and a bunch of friends, and we were like just like made this like TikTok about how we were excited for like an extra week of spring break basically.
Right.
And then of course we like go on spring break, and then it's like the end of the week and we get an email that's like, hey guys, we're gonna have to continue online school. And we were like, okay, well, we'll be back by May, because I graduated at the end of May, and so I was like, we'll be back by the end of May, it's not a big deal, you know. And so I was fully prepared to be like graduating in person and all that stuff, and like have a prom and all that, all of the normal senior things that you do before you graduate. And then next thing you know, it's like I'm standing in my living room with my cap and gown and not walking across the stage, you know. But
let's talk about that.
Okay.
You didn't get to go to your senior prom.
No.
That would have killed me.
Yeah.
Truly.
It was pretty disappointing. Luckily, I had gone my sophomore year and my junior year because I had dates to both of those, so I was able to go,
Right.
you know? So that was nice, and I like got to experience it. But yeah, I was like pretty disappointed just because I love traditions. I'm such like, I love traditions. I love traditions at like Christmas, all that stuff. So I was like really looking forward to like traditional graduation, prom, like senior skip day, like senior breakfast, all that stuff. I was like really looking forward to it because I really like those types of traditions. And so that was like pretty like, now I'm like totally fine. But like while I was like going through it, I was like, this sucks. I was like, this sucks a lot.
And you're allowed to say that, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
This situation right now is just sucky for everyone that's involved.
Definitely.
The parents, the teachers, the students. I can't even imagine. I tell my friends this all the time. I am so happy that I'm not a parent, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a student, or I'm not getting married right now.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that is not my season of life, because COVID, man, has really sucked the fun out of a lot of things. So you got to graduate in your living room.
I did. Luckily, my school actually did a really good job of like making it pretty special. There was like a really nice video, and everyone got to do like, all the teachers did their like speeches and stuff. One thing that was weird is I was salutatorian, so I had to submit my speech and I had to like record it, which honestly that was okay because I didn't really want to give a speech in front of a bunch of people, so being able to record it over and over again was kind of nice.
How many times did you record that thing?
I have no idea. Probably a little bit too much, just because I was like, well, I mean,
You wanna make it
might as well
perfect,
get
right.
it right if I have this opportunity. But yeah, so I mean, I guess that was one good thing that came out of an online graduation. But yeah, it was pretty good considering the circumstances.
So let's fast forward now. Freshman year of college.
Yes.
You haven't seen your building. Well, you visited before, obviously. You visited the campus before you decided you were going to go there. You're going to go to a college in California.
Yes.
But it's your freshman year and you still haven't been inside a classroom, haven't met personally your teachers yet.
Nope.
Haven't met any friends that you could possibly be having right now. What's going on in your head? Like,
I know.
this fall approach where you just, your disappointment, just describe it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I like got the email, I think it was like at the beginning of August, because I was going to be moving at the end of August. And we got the email and they were like, we're really, really sorry to say this, but we're gonna have to be going online for the semester. And I was just like, wow. Like, I was so just, like, it sounds a little dramatic, but I was kind of heartbroken about it. I was like really upset because I have been looking forward to going to college for so long. Like, I'm a pretty independent person, and so like this opportunity to like live alone for the first time, like live with all my friends, like that sounded so fun. And so it was finally time to do that, and I didn't get to go. So that was really disappointing. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said before, I don't really like to like stay in those like in like the sad parts. I try to like make the most out of stuff. So I've been trying to like stay on the positive side and all that stuff while it's like been going on. But
if I just take a step back and I think about when I went to my college, I remember all the excitement and the emotions and like all the people that, you know, I was gonna meet, the experiences that I were gonna make. And I think about my college experience, and that, like, I wouldn't go back to high school, but I would go back to college. It was so much fun. You know, you got to live with your best friends.
Yeah.
You got to, like, hang out with everyone. And, like, I don't want to make you feel better right now. But, like, my point is, I feel so incredibly sad for students right now and what you're going through, because this is not the reality it should be.
Yeah.
So, how you say you don't want to sit in that sad place, which is amazing and just so incredibly wise of you. How are you doing that?
I mean, one thing that's been like really helpful is my friends from my school, because I've actually made a lot of friends like at school, like thankfully, just like through a bunch of different like Instagram and like other social medias.
Okay.
So like one thing that's been really comforting is they're all experiencing the exact same feelings I'm experiencing, you know, and we're not like, it's not like I'm the only person in the world who's going through this, you know, and I feel like we can say that about everything that's happened with COVID, you know, we're all in this together, and so that has been really comforting. And another thing that's been really comforting to me is the fact that God's heart is hurting with mine as I'm going through this, you know, because he knows the desires of my heart and he put them there for a reason, and he doesn't just want to see me like in this like sad place, and he's not just gonna be like, well, I mean, I know this sucks for you, but you're gonna have to get over it, you know? His heart hurts with mine while I'm going through it, and so that's been like really comforting for me too. But yeah,
that just gave me like chills because I think about the moments in my life when I get sad, and I think, Lord, you're feeling exactly what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
You are crying with me. You're hurting with me.
Exactly.
And when we put our hope in Jesus, that's it.
Exactly, yeah.
That's it. I mean, the thing that's been striking me lately is I've been so focused on my circumstances that I'm not focusing on the one person, the one God that's actually going to fulfill every desire of my heart. Okay, the world's not going to fulfill it.
Yeah.
School is not going to fulfill it. You know, but Jesus, he's going to fulfill it. And he's going to be there with you. He's going to be walking alongside you, and he certainly has for your life.
Oh, totally. Yeah, definitely.
So, what's it like sitting through a virtual class then?
All right. I mean, okay, some of my classes like are only like an hour and 15 minutes. Those ones aren't bad. The ones that I struggle with are like the 3-hour lecture classes.
I hated those even
on
in
Zoom.
school.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
What are they thinking?
I know. A lot of my professors, luckily, I've like really been blessed with like amazing professors, and so your cat's like
I know.
with my feet.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Posey, stop. Sorry.
But yeah, and so like it's really really nice because like professors are like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys like a half an hour break, just like relax for a little bit, just because when you're on Zoom for like 3 hours, it can be a lot. It's
You
a
have to
little
pee.
much. Honestly, I know, I feel so weird. I'm like, do I just like leave? Like, do I just like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
Like, if I have to go to the bathroom, but no, yeah, my professors have been really really great about that. But sometimes I have to like, it's so hard to like not look at my phone sometimes just because like it's right there. I'm like, if you turn your camera off, no one can see you, you know?
Right.
So like,
Right.
yeah, but
So talk about the learning though. Have you, for me, if I was a student, I would be failing. Straight up. I am a visual learner. I have to be in the classroom. I have to go ask my professors for help. I was the person that was always at the tutoring center asking for help. Like, I needed the hands-on work. Everything's virtual right now.
yeah.
How is that going? How are you learning with it?
I mean, I am pretty good with like learning on my own. I like, because I was homeschooled for a little bit, so I kind of like learned to get my stuff done like on my own, like checklists and stuff like that. So I'm like pretty organized when it comes to that. But yeah, my professors have all been like actually really really helpful. Like every time I have a question, they email back so fast, and I like, it kind of shocks me. I'm like, how do you guys have all the like this time, you know? I feel like they teach like so many other classes, and like they're helping me, so I just feel like very appreciated, and they're very very helpful. So that's really nice, because sometimes like I took a science class and one of my professors he was giving us these articles to read, and they were like these scientific articles about experiments, and I would read
I've never
them.
read a science book.
No. Literally, I would like read them, and I was like, what is going on? I was like, well, I don't even know what this word means. I was like,
Right.
what is going on? But Yeah, I have a friend who's a nurse, and so I was like, can you help me figure this out? Because I have no idea what's going on. And so yeah, with like, I had help from like friends and like other friends who were like in classes, which was really nice, and a lot of my professors helped out, so that was really nice.
Would you say it's been challenging, or would you say it's actually like easier, honestly?
I mean, once I got the hang of it, it was like, I wouldn't say it was easy, but I had like a system, and I had like a plan to get everything done. I remember at the beginning of the semester, I was like drowning because it was my first semester of college ever. I was getting used to the classes, the professors, while it was all virtual. So I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like I was drowning. I felt like I had like work after work after work, plus like Zoom classes all week long. And I was like, I'm never getting a break. Because I remember I worked at the beginning of the semester, probably like from the month of September. I worked from like Monday through Saturday from like 8 in the morning like till night. I worked nonstop, and I was like, oh my gosh. Because I think the professors, like some of them are like, well, you guys are just at home, like you don't have a lot to do.
Right.
But in reality, I was like so overwhelmed. I was like, this is so much work.
Yes.
But yeah, eventually like I like got the hang of it, and the professors too were actually really helpful, and they were like, let me know how you guys are doing, like mental health wise, and like, do you guys have Zoom fatigue? Like, how's the work for you? And so that was really nice because, you know, they were like giving us a break. Like, I had professors who were like, I'm gonna end class early today just because I want to give you guys extra time to work on this. And I was like, amen. I was like, this is nice. So yeah.
So like mental health, that is a totally different discussion to even a full show to have. But so my daytime job, I'm in radio, and part of my job is I have to bring in local leaders and talk about the community events and what's happening in our community here in Colorado Springs. And I invited in a guy who is part of the local foster care program.
Oh, yeah.
And he said that not having school is actually so much far worse than because of the mental health. And he basically said what stood out to me was abuse doesn't stop with COVID. Okay, there's a lot that's going on inside the home, and when kids go to school, that's their getaway. That's their safe place. That's where they get to have a hot meal at lunch. And when you're taking away school away, not only are they not learning properly, you don't know what's going inside that child's home. I know. And it's really scary. And it makes me so sad. And I'm glad you brought up the mental health part. So if someone's listening right now and they're a student, what's the encouragement that you can give them in like having a clear mind and a positive attitude and sticking with positive thoughts?
Yeah. No, it can be so hard, and obviously like some days are going to be worse than others just because, I mean, we're human, like, and especially if you're a girl, I feel like our emotions are kind of like woo sometimes.
Yes.
But yeah, it can be kind of hard to stay on the positive side of things sometimes, but like I said before, I think just being firm in your faith and knowing that God isn't going to just leave you in this place. He knows your circumstance, and he knows how hard it can be to get through this. Like, I feel like some people will kind of look at another person's situation and be like, well, why are you sad about that? Like, that's really not a big deal. But like, God knows it's a big deal to you, and he is going to be hurting with you while you're going through it. And so just be confident in the fact that you're not going through this alone. And there's like millions of other kids out there too if you're a student. And there's millions of other kids who are going through the exact same thing that you're going through, which is also so comforting because you can relate on that topic. Fortunately, I've been blessed in my home life, so I'm not experiencing any like difficulties at home, but I cannot imagine like the hurt that would be going on through kids who are living at home and experiencing abuse or something like that. That seems so hard, and if anyone's going through that, you are so strong. Like, that takes such strength to go through something like that, and just know that you're not going through it alone. That sounds so cheesy, and I'm kind of sad that that's such like a cliche in like Christianity, you know? But it's so true. Like, you're not going through it alone. Like, God's heart breaks with yours, and he's not gonna leave you on this like deserted island in the middle of nowhere where you're going through your pain, you know? He's gonna go with you. So
Amen, Dom. You make me want to cry.
Stop. Oh my
I
gosh.
really do. And another thing that like I have learned through COVID, I know I'm not a student right now, is rewiring my thoughts and detecting the lie right away.
Oh, definitely.
Where I go, okay, no, that's a lie. I'm going to replace it with the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth is the word of God. Know your Bible, people.
Amen. Amen.
I also want to close with this, Dom. You are not alone. I am not alone. If you're a student, you are not alone. We are here for you. We love you, and we're praying for you. And what I've been telling my basketball girls is that this time is temporary.
Exactly.
This is a short blip. Okay, you have a future, you have a call in your life, you have a purpose in your life, and you gotta believe it. Okay?
Definitely.
You are here, you're breathing today for a reason.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Dom.
Thank you. This was so much fun.
I love you.
I love you.
And the woman that you are,
oh my gosh.
and the calling that you have in your life. You're
Thank
gonna
you,
impact
Coach.
so many people. So.
Thank you.
And you're gonna go to school, and you're gonna go to the dorms,
Yes.
and then you're gonna meet a cute boy, and then you're gonna get great grades.
Yes.
And then
Speak it into existence.
We're speaking it into existence. Alrighty, as always, be part of the conversation, be loved, and be inspired.